Welcome back to the Fanboy Cantina. In this video, it's a little different. I rewatched GI Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and GI Joe Retaliation, and thought it'd be fun to share the 3 things that I had learned from watching the subtitled versions. And yeah, try shoving that into a nice tidy YouTube title. I did this because I'm excited about the new movie, Snake Eyes, GI Joe Origins, so I thought it'd be fun to revisit both of those movies. You know, G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, I saw that movie in the theater when it first came out, and I remember walking out of it at the end and just feeling a little disappointed about what it was. You know, Snake Eyes has lips, you have the the Iron Man suits thing. You know, G.I. Joe Retaliation, however, is the superior film. It's really well done. I think it's really well done. Anyways, let's dive into it. What did I learn from watching these subtitled versions? Number 1, Zandar appears in G.I. Joe Retaliation. You would think that with the vast character, list that the G.I. Joe Real American Hero line has, that more characters would appear. And so Zandar is the brother of Zartan and Zarana, and in the movie, he plays the Secret Service guard to President Zartan. And there you can see it in the subtitle. You also hear the president say Zandar under his breath. What is strange is if you were to look at the credits, Zandar doesn't appear. Instead, it's listed as Havoc, as played by the actor Matt Gerald. I don't understand what that's about. But it actually gets to another issue that we have next. Number 2, Shipwreck appears in G.I. Joe Retaliation. G.I. Joe Retaliation focuses on Roadblock, Duke, Snake Eyes, Lady J, Flint, Storm Shadow, Jinx, Joe Colton. I think that's kind of it. There are other Joes that appear. There's one that's specifically named Mouse as a sniper. A lot of them are just Joe when it comes to screaming in the subtitles. If you were to look at the credits, there is Grunt, played by Ryan Hansen, and I think it's him right there who says "Bam." There's also Clutch, as played by Jim Palmer, and if you look at his IMDb page, you can see that shot of him as Clutch. Hector Delgado, codenamed Shipwreck, is a favorite character from the G.I. Joe A Real American Hero cartoons. He is the sailor. In G.I. Joe Retaliation, he's the soldier that gives Duke the sitrep after the raid. And here you can see in the subtitles, it specifically says Shipwreck. And here's a closer shot. He is the actor on the right-hand side. What's a little bit strange, if you were to look at the credits, Shipwreck does not appear, and he has enough speaking in the film where he should get a credit. I think it is the weapons officer. I think he's the weapons officer in the credits. If you know who the actor is, post it down in the comments. Number 3, Storm Shadow is Korean, or at least he is in G.I. Joe The Rise of Cobra. Now hear me out on this. I know that the actor is South Korean star Lee Byung-hun, but in the movie I think he's also supposed to be, the character is supposed to be Korean. If you were to watch, or if you were to check out the comic books, there's a whole origin story for Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, how they meet in Vietnam. Storm Shadow's real name is Tommy Arashikage, a Japanese American. In G.I. Joe The Rise of Cobra, they changed the origin story where Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow actually meet as kids in this fight scene inside the dojo or the temple in Japan. When Storm Shadow calls Snake Eyes a thief, he says that not in Japanese, but instead, per the subtitles, he says it in Korean, and it's interesting that they point that out in the subtitles. So why is that interesting? Well, again, Storm Shadow is Tommy Arashikage, a Japanese American in the comic books, and his ancestral lineage is with the Arashikage ninja clan. So if Storm Shadow in the movies is actually Korean and doesn't have that lineage, then could it be that he himself is also an outsider or something like that? I don't know. It's just interesting why they felt it was important for, in that scene, Storm Shadow to be speaking in Korean. It could be as simple as, recognizing that, again, with the main actor, Lee Byung-hun, that he is Korean, to have the kid Storm Shadow also speaking in Korean. It could be as simple as that. So post in the comments, what do you think of GI Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and GI Joe Retaliation? Do you like the movies? Do you not like the movies? Snake Eyes GI Joe Origins hits theaters on July 23rd of 2021. I cannot wait. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. This has been the Fanboy Cantina.